Hello, hello. Another JC moment here, brought to you by the one and only JC. First off, let me say I apologize for such a long wait in between videos. It turns out that my video card reader was busted or something, so I decided to scratch that one, and I got a new one. So this one works, and I'm able to upload my videos again. So again, sorry for the long wait. I do apologize. I had tried everything really. I thought it was the USB ports on my computer, so I had uninstalled them, and then I got Windows to reinstall them. I, did the whole "did you restart it" thing. I turned the computer on and off, and I rebooted it. It was just, it's kind of a big mess. So, anyways, on to current events. So far, I've been really good. My classes at Adelaide have been really well. Stretching is going well. I've also learned a few new moves with my hula hoops, so I can now hula hoop with my feet. I can start getting it more onto my shoulders and my chest. So before it was very difficult for me to keep it up to the chest, but now I'm getting better with it. So what else is new? Yeah. I've noticed that a lot of people know each other within the small group of things. I realize how small the world really is. A few of the photographers I've gotten in contact with in regards to model portfolio shots, they know a lot of my circus people as well. So my circus instructor knows a photographer of mine, and also they know, I met up with the club owner here in Sydney. He does a lot of circus and cabaret stuff, and I was talking with him in regards to maybe doing some performance shows, and he happens to know my hula hoop instructors. Like, it's a pretty small world if you think about it. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of my projects done, but I'm still behind on a lot of things. I've been sort of more focused on meeting new people lately and going on dates with people. I don't know, I had a date with somebody, and they were talking about how you tend to lose yourself sometimes if you're not focused, and I find that I'm losing a little bit of myself and what I want to accomplish while over here in Australia. So I guess, if I may say, it's sort of lost in translation. So because of that, I actually wanted to describe to you the meaning or the origin of what lost in translation means. So I did some research on Wikipedia and some other sites, also to discuss where translation came from.
Translations. Translations derive from the Latin word translatio, which itself comes from trans and furrow, the supine form of which is Latin, together meaning to carry across or to bring across. The current Roman languages derive the word from trandugo, to lead across, whereas the Greek word translation is a speaking across. Modern term metaphrase, from the word metaphrasis, means a literal or word-for-word translation. This is contrasted with paraphrase, coming from paraphrasis, which is a saying in other words. An example of losing yourself in translation, for example, is modern times' use of grammatical mistakes. The difference between knowing your shit and knowing your shit.
Yeah, so there's the definition there. Also, let's just do a little bit of history of translation, or the loss of translation. The first important translation was in the West. That was the Septuagint, a collection of Jewish scriptures translated into early Koine Greek in Alexandria between the 3rd and 1st century BCE. The dispersed Jews apparently had forgotten their ancestral language, and they needed to translate it into Greek virgins. Versions. According to Urban Dictionary, though, it's a much simpler term: to become a different message than the original through the changes of another language during translation. So when I say lost in translation, it's basically stating how you're transferring one meaning over to another meaning based off the languages and stuff. And during that process, there can be a loss in translation or a misunderstanding based off which side of the fence you're on, essentially, the original language versus a new language. sometimes it gets jumbled up there. Some examples of translations is the movie itself, Lost in Translation. It's a 2003 film directed by Sofia Coppola, starring Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. I've watched it. It was okay, a bit of a long draw one, but it's one where if you're feeling down and you want to feel better about yourself, you watch this one. Another one is the Lost in Translation novel, written in 1999 by Nikolai Moniz, I believe. There's also a 1989 memoir written by Eva Hoffman, and there's a nice 1974 poem written by James Merrill. There's also a song that is called Lost in Translation, played by the Of Machines. So, that's a pretty interesting song for the Lost in Translation part of it. So yeah, that's Lost in Translation. That's what I've been feeling lately, but we get over it. Move on. Okay, also, some great news. I saw the Avengers movie twice now in movie theaters. It's actually pretty good. It exceeded my expectations a bit, and my favorite character turned out to be the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo played a perfect Dr. Banner. I really, really liked him. He should have been in the other two movies because they were not as good. But yeah, he when he transformed into the Hulk, I was actually kind of scared, you know. I was like, you don't want to be messing with the Hulk. Let's leave it at that. I also made a video and some photos taken of Manly Beach. I've been there twice now, and I was trying to get the video up before this one here, but again, because of technical difficulties, I'm going to have to work on that as I go. Another video I'll be doing is my trip to Adelaide. I actually leave first thing tomorrow morning in regards to flying out to Adelaide to go see Circa show. Circa is a kind of a circus troupe focusing on extreme like body bending, on the edge performance. So I bought tickets to that. I'll be going to that at Her Majesty's Theatre in Adelaide. Then I'm going to be heading south to hit some of the beaches along the coast and eventually get to a ferry across to Kangaroo Island. I decided to go over there just because it's sort of a touristy place but not as popular. So I'm going to go to Kangaroo Island where I'm going to go do some cave dwelling. Yeah, so I'll have some video on that and some more commentary stuff on that one for you in the future, so look out for that one. Oh yeah, shout out to all the people at home. I sent out the second generation of letters and packages. Some of you will be getting full-fledged letters, others will be getting letters as well as some gifts that I got. So Ashley and the family, you guys will be getting some gifts. Kevin, my buddy Kevin from Firefly, you'll be getting stuff too for your little ones. Yeah, so that's already sent out. I'll be doing the third generation here pretty quick. And now, for that wonderful moment that we all love, I like to call instant karma. So here's the book here, Instant Karma. And I'm going to randomly choose something out of the book and give you some advice on it. Ooh, this one here. Watch the wind. So for the instant karma thing, watch the wind. Maybe it's a meaning of actually, spending some time outdoors, embracing the nature. It's been very windy here in Merrickville, a little bit on the cool side, hence why I've been wearing this a lot. So yeah, maybe watch the wind and appreciate nature, or it actually means the other terms of listening into your surroundings, see what people are saying, the talk of the town, if you will. So pay attention to that. If you hear anything good, give it away to somebody else and just let the wind spread the good news. And another thing is that I have been working on illustrations lately, not so much my paintings, sadly, but I'm going to show you a little bit of my illustrations there. Just to let you know that I have been working. Here's one. Ooh.
There's another.
And some past projects I've been working on as well. Working on it. Ooh. And yeah, that's the end of that video, and I'll be sure to send you some quick videos on Manly Beach as well as my Adelaide trip in the near future. Hopefully I can get my ass in gear. Toodaloo!
Oh.